viewers, welcome back to yet another captivating episode on the BizBiz Show in association with HMTV and the Hands India. On the eve of Women's Day, we are delighted to have with us Ms. Shikha Goyal IPS, Director of Telangana Cyber Security Bureau and Women's Safety Wing. So all the people out there, especially women, are you interested to reap the benefits of Ms. Shikha's expertise in women's safety and cyber security? Join us. Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for being on the BizBiz Show. We wish you many happy returns of the day. So let's start with the most sought after question. What practical steps can women take to protect their information online, and also how can they take steps to minimize their information leakage?
First of all, thanks for having me on your show and thanks for your wishes. See, cybercrime is one of the fastest growing crime globally. It's not something which is only happening in Telangana or India. It is something happening globally. Women become victim of cybercrime, which is one is the general cyber crimes which happen. So women are victims of that also. So whether it is a digital arrest, it is stock investment, it is OTP fraud, whatever. So women are victims in that also. It's not that they are not victims in that. And there's a second category of offenses like stalking, bullying, fake videos, deep fakes, morphing. These are the other categories which women become victim to. Now, any cybercrime, for preventing to become a victim, what one needs to do is to see that what information you are putting on the social media. We need to be aware that we can't live our lives in a way and put out everything about ourselves in the social media or online. Because whatever is there always stays forever. Even if you think that I have deleted an ex photo, you have posted something and then you delete it and you feel that, oh, it's deleted from your device, but it never gets deleted from the cyberspace. So somewhere or the other it is available. So you have to be very careful of what you are posting, what you are sharing. So these are very basic things which one has to remember. Another thing is, if you have to prevent financial crimes which are happening to you, don't share your details like your PAN card, your personal details, your account numbers, all those things you should not share, and never ever transfer money to anybody you don't know. So these are two things which are very essential to be sure. See, in physical world, we don't become friends without knowing someone, right? You first know about a person, then only you develop a relationship, friendship, whatever. What is happening in the cyber world? Unknown person, somebody will send a friend request, somebody will send a like, somebody will talk, and we start engaging with the individual, not even knowing that whether the identity is same or not. You can put anybody's photo, any name, it can be anyone. So that is why that basic precaution has to be taken.
Ma'am, that's very informative, and we can see that phishing has become a very big crime these days. So what steps can women take to protect themselves from falling prey to such scams?
See, everything is same. Basic precaution remains that you have to be very careful on what information you are putting, and also careful is that don't click on any unknown links, right? Because most of the phishing mails and all come in the garb of links. So you have to be sure that you are not clicking on things which are unknown, coming from unknown numbers, unknown links. Never click on them. And if you are looking at emails, because many women are working, and in fact most of the women, when you're working, you get company mails from company ABC. So you have to be very careful and see what is the domain name from which you are getting. A mere shift of just .com to .in or anything, they will just put small and will actually be something which is sending you a phishing mail rather than being an original. So that caution has to be applied.
And ma'am, statistics show that around 43% of women in India are getting used to social media and internet usage right now compared to rest of the world. So in this scenario, how would you address such women who are just getting to know the internet to be careful?
See, I always say that there are just 2-3 basic precautions which are essential. which again, as I already said, are repetitive also, but these are the basic precautions, which are: do not engage with strangers, do not share your details with strangers, do not click on unknown links, do not send your personal details to anybody. Another thing is that there would be many times you are getting scammed by job offers. Even people initially, they will try to win your confidence. They will send you some 20, 30,000 rupees back also. Don't ever get into that garb. To prevent yourself from cyber stalking and offenses which are very typically done for women, is that be careful of what you are putting out into the social media. Don't make friends with unknown people unless and until you know somebody very personally, or somebody through a very personal known person, not anybody in the world. Don't become friends with somebody. And another thing is that everything, each and every moment of your life need not be out there. Some things you will have to protect your identity, to protect yourself. You have to, it is good to engage in the social media. You have to be very sure what you really want to come. Always remember that don't post anything which, if you yourself see, would embarrass you. So yeah, sometimes it happens, you suddenly post something and then you feel that you yourself. So just every time there's an urge to post something, just count 1, 2, 3. If you then think, yes, it's good enough, then only do it.
That's very informative, ma'am. And ma'am, we tend to see that a lot of women who are experiencing these online attacks or cyber attacks and online harassment and all of it, they are very scared to come out and express it to their parents, so they take very extreme steps. So do you really think, how do we, manage it, even the parents' support or the support of the teachers, and how can they come out and express it freely even to the police?
See, as far as Telangana government and Telangana police is concerned, we have been trying to make sure that such ecosystems are made that women feel safe, and also that the reporting mechanism is something which is very women friendly. So I'm happy to tell that now each and every police station in Telangana has a woman help desk. It is not only that you have to walk into a woman police station or you have to come to only ABCD place. Every police station now in Telangana has a woman help desk, which is manned by women police officers. So you can walk into any police station. Even our male staff and everybody have been given soft skills training, so that they are very sensitive to whatever complaint you are making. Yeah. And we ensure that your identity is kept secret, confidentiality is maintained, because many girls or women, that is a concern, that if everybody will come to know. So that we try to maintain. And I would say that, see, if you are being harassed in any way, it is not your fault. So why should you not come out and complain? You should have the courage to come out and complain, and we are there to help you. As far as cyber crime is concerned, whether it is in the financial or whether it is this non-financial stalking or anything, one can report to 1930 or cybercrime.gov.in. That is the quickest and the easiest method. Or you can walk into any of the police stations. If you are in an emergency, then dial 100.
That's very informative, ma'am. And coming to this scenario of, we have spoken about cyber stalking and all that. So we see that there are a lot of deep fake and AI generated content these days. So what steps can a woman take when her content is released online or it is put out for public without a consent?
Immediately report. That's the first thing. I mean, I think that's the only thing which you can do, is that immediately report. And as I said, report on 1930 or cybercrime.gov.in.
So they'll get the help immediately.
Of course. That's what we are. Where you are sitting in the same building, we have a fully functional 24/7 1930 call center. So 24/7, there is somebody to receive a call or to look at the portal, the cybercrime.gov.in.
I think all the women out there should understand that you are in their support and they need not feel scared to report anything.
Not at all. Yeah. Because as I said, you are not at fault if somebody else is there. And second, there is a responsibility to report, because also that is the way it becomes a deterrence for the accused. Because if we don't report, then that person gets emboldened. Today he is doing something to you, tomorrow he'll do to somebody else, or he might even enhance what he's doing to you. So that is it is your responsibility, and we'll assure you that everything will be confidential.
True, ma'am. And ma'am, you have been a very strong advocate of Bharosa centers and she teams. So, how are these initiatives helping women experiencing cyber attacks or any other kind of harassment online and offline?
There are different initiatives depending on different areas for to be protected. Bharosa is a one-stop crisis center, so where victims of sexual abuse or heinous crimes, they are handled. She Teams is an initiative for street harassment. But many girls who are even getting have cyber stalking or this, they also report to the She Teams. But the mechanism becomes the same, that even if you're reporting to She Teams, the complaint goes to 1930. So it is quicker if you directly also tell to 1930 and report it. So that is one mechanism. We recently, last year in the month of March, in fact, around the International Women's Day, around that time only, the Honorable Chief Minister launched the T-Safe initiative, which is a ride monitoring initiative, the first of its kind any police has in anywhere in the country. And that is, although it is for all citizens, especially kept in mind the women, and to cut across digital divide. So whether you have that normal phone, or whether you have a smartphone, whether you have an app, you don't have an app, you can ensure that you travel safely anywhere in Telangana if you dial 100 and select 8 on the IVR. So that's an initiative which was launched, and we've got very good positive response, and a lot of people have started using it. Then for domestic violence, we have another initiative where we have specialized counseling centers in GHMC area for handling those crimes. So as I said, women help desk in each and every police station has now been established in the last year or so, so that every woman can actually, you can walk into any police station, and so that police station is the closest to you, the closest police station. So there are so many different things which have been done. For workplace harassment, we have Sahas initiative, again for women, so that to make space, workplaces safe. So we are trying to do it in every area. But yes, it is from our side, we try to do our bit. But all of us, whether we are men or women, all of us have to ensure that women are confident, they have the courage. And secondly, that such an environment is created that a girl feels safe wherever she is going. So we are doing our bit. I think all of us have to combine, men or women, all of us together.
Yes, ma'am, true. And what do you think of the technological advancement? I mean, how we were 5 years ago and how we are now in terms of addressing the cyber attacks and everything and harassment, and how far we have progressed in that path?
As far as the Cyber Bureau is concerned, we have whatever are the latest available equipments or gadgets or technology to tackle or handle the crimes. We have the latest, we keep innovating depending on what is required. We are, in fact, we are collaborating with the industry experts to tell them that this is the need of the future if somebody can build a solution, because this is a new form of crime and it is also a very fast evolving crime, and the criminal will keep coming up with new modus operandi and new ways. So there has to be, so we are in touch with the experts to also, whenever that that this is a kind of solution we would need. So there's a continuous thing we're happening. See, technology, we all know, is very rapidly evolving. Technology, anything for that matter, biotechnology, anything in life can have both a positive and a negative. How you use something depends on it. There's no fault of the technology or anything. It is how we use it. So it can have a positive impact, it can have a negative impact. So we have to, and there is no way that the progress or the growth of technology can be stopped. And neither is it desirable. But yes, we have to learn how to use it responsibly. That's it.
And what cyber crimes should women look out for in the near future?
It's very difficult to say that what crime will happen in future.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
It's very difficult to say because the criminal will definitely come up with surprises. But I always say that what you can do to protect yourself remains the same. As I've said earlier, those basic precautions, if you take, whatever the other one person may do, whether it is a cyber stalking, whether tomorrow they will do more deep fake, or they can do any other thing. The fact that if you have taken these basic precautions, you will be safe, irrespective of whatever they are trying to do.
Ma'am, what message you would want to give all the women on International Women's Day?
Well, one, I will say that let us not restrict celebrating women to only one day in a year. A lot of things have changed in the last decade or so. The girls are coming out, women are coming out. We are definitely much more empowered than we were a decade back. And the progress is very, very, very fast. And I'm sure the next generation, and I don't mean a generation which comes after 20 years. I believe now with the progress, every 5 years there is a new generation coming up. And I'm sure with the kind of education, with the kind of knowledge which girls are exposed to and boys too, things are going in the right direction, and women are progressing. So my thing is that I think have courage, confidence in yourself, and you can do anything which you want to do.
Thank you so much for the message, ma'am, and thank you for being on the BizBiz Show.
Thank you. So wish you a very happy International Women's Day. Thanks.
Thank you so much. As we wrap up this enlightening conversation with Ms. Shikha Goyal IPS, stay tuned. Subscribe to BizBiz now.